Okay, just a quick break, and just changed up a little bit. Now, this is typically an excellent tool to have around if you are breaking into the buckets. I know a lot of people actually use them to seal it with it, so I'm gonna try that. And then the other thing is, I didn't talk about, and I would do a couple of things that you're going to encounter. One is, so the diatomaceous earth, basically, the food grade one, you can get it that comes with this little spigot with it. It's actually a pretty good deal. I use the spigot with the regular stuff I get at the farm store, and I, louse chickens and stuff like that. But that is not the ideal method. I personally prefer a spoon. I can smell that one. Nope. I'm not gonna burn the board this time, though, I promise. But the spoon, I just basically will spoon it and stir it all in. I also have just kind of a ladle so I can run around and hit the top of them all very quickly. But anyway, so the thing I am going to, and this is good that it worked out like this. That's one of the reasons why I have these small buckets is, so I have too much of the split pea. Now, I have one full tub over there, and then another full tub here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to top off that bag and seal it, because I always use like intermediary storage. Like I've said to other folks that if you're going to be a hoarder on anything, be a hoarder on containers. You can never have too many good containers. So any chance like you're at a garage sale and you see something like that, go ahead and get it. The more containers that you have to draw from, the better. And I recycle and reuse things all the time. Like this is, so I have, like I said, basically I just bucketed another 5 gallon of the rice, but this is my, regular underneath the kitchen cupboard thing that's filled with rice. And it obviously doesn't need to be bagged, because, that's the life of what you would have as far as a box of rice. It's no different. So anyway, the thing I'm going to do is top off this bag and put in a little bit of the diatomaceous earth so you can actually see that. And basically, so what I recommend is, like, not full, like this is like kind of to scale. What you would do generally is at least 2 different times during the middle of doing the bucketing, you're going to actually put in some additional diatomaceous earth. So basically, because this is such a small bucket, I don't really need to use that thing, but I'll just pour that in. And it's a generous amount. And so what I'll do is just stir it a little, and then I'm going to stir the hell out of it with the and now here's the thing. Do you need to use diatomaceous earth on split peas? No. And it's really, only recommended for some things. However, it's not only food grade. It's actually, there are studies that show that it's actually good for you. It has beneficial, it's actually, there are some people who eat it. I mean, like in larger quantities, they do have people that are, making shakes that contain it for whatever reason. I don't honestly know, and I should, but it's worth finding out. I know that obviously it's great at killing bugs. I don't know what the benefits for the human body are, but you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably actually easier, instead of using the iron, it's probably actually easier to just use this thing. I'm all about whatever's easiest for you. I just personally like the idea of having multiple methods for everything. You know what I just did? I forgot to put the O2 absorber in. Okay, so this is what I was going to say, and this is actually a great point. Inside of these packs, there's a little pink dot. Now, I'm going to try to keep 4 of these, and that's the issue, is so there's 10 in a bag. You know, I mean, realistically, I should probably throw all 6 in there. But I gotta do it with the pink thing and see if it turns color. Once they're spent, they turn a dark gray, purple, gray, whatever. So I'm gonna throw them all in there quickly, with the exception of 2, I guess. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But there was 3, but that's alright. Of course, I forgot to slit it first. You can see how getting in and out of these things, I mean, it's nothing to reseal it. Yeah, I guess I would be of a school to say that this is probably a better method than anything. So now, as far as the lids are concerned, you know, it's always good to get your 5-gallon buckets for a lot of stuff, but if you get the whole set, you know, the buckets and the lids of the varying sizes, you'll definitely find instances where you're going to be able to use them. So I've got some of those Gamma lids. Those are alright, but I was just on a WebEx, or what do you call it, a Zoom meetup the other day. Somebody said that those may actually leak, so I want to vet that before I use them. You know, they're great though to get, like, you know, I have over here the salt, and in addition to salt is all the jelly packs, and those are a perfect thing for a Gamma lid. You know what I mean? So I'll probably stick that diatomaceous in a 5-gallon bucket. So these are just boxes of salt, and that is the pectin for making jelly, and then just boxes of salt. And so something like that, to me, my way of thinking, what's down in there? Oh, more salt. But down in the bottom is the little canisters that you're used to seeing typically for salt. So anyway, with the Gammas, they snap on too. However, they spin off, so it's kind of nice. But like I said, if there's a chance that these suckers are not airtight, which I assumed with a gasket screwed down tightly they would be, but like I said, new information. Somebody was saying maybe possibly not. So anyway, but that's what I began with, and then I'm gonna do just some of the big ones. Oh yeah, okay. Calcium hydroxide. This is for corn nixtamalization, and I don't need to with this. I'm not putting it in the Mylar, but I will. In fact, I'm not going to snap that one out because I want to mark it. I want to mark everything. You know, you want to mark everything well. Now, one thing I tend to do is to mark it on the bag, not mark it on the bucket. So that lends itself toward me doing that as a next step. So I think I'm going to end this video. Oh, yeah. So that actually is turning kind of grayish. So I don't know. It will be interesting to see. I may actually, at some point down the road, I may actually pull a few of these out, maybe one at a time, and just see how long it takes for them to not be able to warm up. Because my understanding is that that's going to keep them fresh. But I wonder if, you know, the next time I go to pull them out of there, I might just reach in, grab one, and see if it heats up before I rely on those. Let me think. Talked about the louser. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right. Thanks for doing this with me.